Hello and welcome back to part 2 of this road trip from Melbourne all the way up to Sydney. So if you haven't already seen part 1, please go down into the description now and go and watch it, and then come back to this video. Here in part 2 you catch up with us where we left off in the Dandenong Ranges, exploring what that national park has to offer. After this, the plan is to stop off at Snowy River right before attempting to go to Point Hicks. With hopefully no disappointment, we will end our journey at Jervis Bay. So let's get back into the van and see what part 2 has to offer on this amazing road trip. So day 2 of this road trip starts in the van in the Tarra-Bulga National Park where we camped last night. We then have a 5-hour drive up towards Sydney to a coastal town, which should be really nice. Must be very beachy. So day 2. So we've just arrived at the Tarra Falls and I am walking down to the steps to it now. It looks amazing. It is so tall. Wow.
It's alright though because it's gradual, so I'm not like...
Yeah, but wow. Let's keep going down and have a look. This looks amazing. It doesn't do it justice on the camera. This looks so good. So just a quick pit stop at the falls. What did you think?
Yeah, it was stunning. A little hidden gem. If you're here, recommend it.
Nice. Let's move on. This place is just waterfall after waterfall. It is amazing. This is the Tarra Falls. That's just up here. My God, oh, it looks amazing. Let's go check this out. We've just arrived at the final stop for the Tarra-Bulga National Park tour. We're just walking towards the suspension bridges now. It's about 1.2k, so a nice and easy trek through the rainforest. If you guys have seen I'm a Celebrity, you might have seen something similar like these suspension bridges, but I'm hoping to get my drone out and sort of fly it around to show you guys what it's really like. We're still walking through the rainforest right now. Yeah. So we have just arrived at our caravan site for the night. We've stopped a little bit earlier than what we were expecting to, but that's not too bad because it but we've changed our plans slightly. So we're here at the Snowy River, which was going to be part of our plans and wasn't, and now is again. So yeah, we will sort of explore that a little bit later on today, and then tomorrow we'll be heading over to the sand dunes, and then we've got like a long 7-8 hour drive from there to our next destination, which we'll find out at some point soon. Hello and welcome to day 3 of our road trip from Melbourne to Sydney. Today we have a 2-hour journey this morning to the sand dunes, and then we'll be heading on a 7-hour journey from there to the Jervis coast. So let's do this today. We've just driven all the way down this road, about 40 minutes, driving about sort of 50 kilometers per hour, if that. And right at the very end, it decided to say that the road was closed, so we can't go to Point Hicks anymore, or to the sand dunes. So we've had to change our plans because this is the only road that goes that far. So we're changing our plans. We're going to go to a different beach in Jervis Bay, and then sort of work our way to the campsite, and then wake up early to go to the next one tomorrow. So we'll keep you posted with what we're doing, and we'll move from here. So we've just arrived at Green Patch, Jervis Bay. It's meant to be one of the whitest sandy beaches in the world, and you can really tell it is. There isn't any litter. It's pretty empty actually, and there was some people playing cricket just behind us, a whole group of kids. But apart from that, it's very much empty. It looks really, really nice. Look at this. Next to nobody here. It's wonderful. You can just walk across the beach without care in the world. Josh and I have brought a ball along with us, so we're going to go and chuck that about for now before sort of making our way over to our campsite, which is about an hour and a half away from here. So it's been a lot of driving today, but it's been good fun. We've just put the tunes on, and yeah, quite enjoyed it. We'll catch you then. So we've just arrived at another beach in Jervis Bay. It is just as beautiful as the other one, if not more so. You don't have as many sort of twigs and seaweed sort of washed up on this beach. It's a lot more just white sand. It is beautiful. There's so much space. No one is here pretty much. There's like 2 people walking right in the distance over there. But apart from that, that's it. It feels like everybody in Australia has their own beach, and then that's just theirs to look after and like use that space for. It's just, I mean, granted the weather isn't as good as it could be. I mean, it's very overcast. It was just pouring down with rain earlier, but yeah, no, it's still beautiful. You can see sort of like the edges of the bay out there. You can see the stream coming in straight directly into the ocean. It's beautiful. As beautiful as this beach is, it's a little bit cold and windy at the moment. So I think the idea is to get back to the van and then start driving to the final destination of Sydney, which would conclude this road trip. But let's see if there's anything else that springs up along the way before we get there. So we've just got one more stop and we've just arrived at the Sea Cliff Bridge in New South Wales on our way to Sydney, and this is one that I'm super excited about because not only is it just a beautiful bridge, but I'm hoping to be able to fly my drone whilst we drive going over it. It's been on my bucket list for so long and it's happening, it might be happening. So it doesn't feel too windy just yet, but as we get closer it might get a bit more windy. But this could happen. This could happen right now. Let's do this. I'm currently walking on the sea bridge. It is gorgeous. You've got the drop of the sea just behind you, and then you've got the cliffs above. It looks amazing. This is exactly what I've been wanting, and I haven't even got to the main part of the bridge yet. The bridge was officially opened in 2005, I think it was December 2005. The main reason why it was built is because this cliff right here caused too many rock slides and rock falls and things like that. So it made it quite dangerous to build a road sort of going through or along it. So they decided to build the bridge away from the rock face, as you can see behind me here. It's completely away from the rock face. So if anything was to fall, realistically, it's not going to hit the bridge, it's just going to fall straight down, causing less incidents. So we've just made it back to the van from the bridge, and it was everything that I wanted it to be. It was fantastic. The scenery, the sun, it looked amazing. We've just been told that there is a pool that faces off onto the sea, so all the waves come into the pool from the sea. So we're gonna go check that out now. It looks amazing. Let's go. Right then guys, so that concludes our road trip to Sydney. We have made it. We're just about to drop this little van off and then check into our hostel. So we'll see what adventures await us in Sydney. Let's do this.